Welcome back, everybody. You got Will and I-Man here from the Block Runner, MetaZone, and Rovi, and today we're going to talk about the liquidity missing on BRC20s.
Yeah. So before we get into the weeds of this one, this is I think as far on the edge as we've gotten. In any sense on this channel so far.
Laser edge.
Right. So when it comes down to like disclaimers, like this is one of
this is the biggest disclaimer we've ever made.
Yeah, this video is purely for entertainment purposes.
100%.
Because it's everything we're about to talk about is so like literally happening like within the hour type stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So everything is as high risk as you can get into this crypto space, right? So BRC20s are already like natively super high risk.
They're the highest risk
of sectors to be like involved in right now, but now people are starting to build extrapolations of the BRC20, creating new tools, new contracts.
Yeah, let's set this up because I think everyone who's in the BRC20 space, they see problems. They probably, it's problems that are a little bit blurry, but let's kind of focus in on these problems. So right now, when you list a BRC20, you're basically listing an NFT, right? An inscription.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? And you have to wait for somebody to come to the website, to a marketplace, and be like, hey, I want to buy that inscription. Yeah. And then you've sold it, you get your Bitcoin, and you're done. Right? But typically, if you want to sell fungible tokens, you go to an exchange, you go to a Uniswap type of atomic swaps, and you literally push a button and you've swapped tokens. Yeah. Right? That's missing in BRC20. Yeah. So what do you need to do that? Liquidity.
Correct.
Okay. So right now we're looking at Oshi's finance developer, Merlin. Right?
Yeah, we made a video recently about Oshi because Merlin and I think Grug, co-developers to all of this stuff, they have a big track record of, like you're saying, finding problems and trying to fix them or create some kind of solution, some variant of mechanism to address these problems, right? Yeah. Obviously very hard to do for a team so small. They can't solve all the problems, right? But they could try, and they're definitely trying, right? And the Oshi Finance was the first like ticker on BRC20 that we saw of anybody in the space trying to address anything of substance.
Yeah, they're building utility.
Right. And as we're starting to notice and discover through things like stacks and, like there are other ecosystems that are also trying to address these core problems, and they've been doing that for years. Whatever. It doesn't mean like some actors like these guys from the community can't just like grow something organically, right? They can figure out like a new solution to these problems that, the much more well-funded organizations thought of to this point, right? Yeah. So having said that, that's just kind of like to remain neutral in all of this. Like, don't 100% discredit these things because whenever you start interacting with them, they're going to be super like primitive. Yeah. Very like non-user friendly. Yep. There probably won't be much as far as like marketing or like guidance and how to use these types of things, right? But as we've seen in the past, sometimes these are the types of creations that end up being some of the most, primitive of protocols.
That's right. That's right.
So yeah. All right, so what are we talking about now? So we talked about Oshi. That's in development. Top 10 BRC20 token. Now we got a new token called Yari. What is Yari?
Okay, so Merlin and Grug are working on the first bridge via a DETH wrapper on Ethereum to bring liquidity on the ordinal system via synthetics of Ethereum, a synthetic of Ethereum.
Yeah, and if we go back to DeFi summer, the word synthetic was very popular. Yeah. There's a lot of synthetics itself. You had ramp protocol. You had all kinds of people figuring out ways to leverage synthetic assets, and it was like, wow, this is interesting.
Yeah, and 10,000% yields.
Yeah, stuff like this
on everything, right?
Yeah.
All right, so here's another tweet that goes into a little bit deeper as to what this is. So you want to be a huge part of DeFi on the BRC20 ecosystem, go farm Yari. What is Yari? It is a governance token for the first bridge solution between Ethereum and Bitcoin. Yeah, it says here's a small tutorial on how to farm Yari. So basically go to this Etherscan address. You're literally interacting with a smart contract, and we can bring it up here.
Yeah, so in case you guys don't know what that looks like.
Yeah, so make sure, so here you click on contract, click on write contract.
So typically developers create, front-end interfaces for these things, right?
100%.
Typically. Yeah. This is what I mean by this is going to be like a very scary. If you decide to participate, we don't recommend it at all. Yeah. Like I said, entertainment value only. Yeah. But if you're a brave soul out there and you want to participate in any way, this is the
this is the interface you got,
Yeah,
right? Literally interacting with the smart contract itself.
correct.
So once you connect your wallet, and then let's go back to here. It says here you need to connect your wallet with either scan and use it to deposit function. Use the deposit function to wrap your Ethereum.
Correct.
So basically, connect your wallet, deposit, put in your ETH address.
And that's where it's going, and who knows where it's ending up.
Yeah.
But the function of this contract's supposed to, in return, now you have your DETH supply, right? So what do you do with your DETH and your remaining ETH, right? You got to now, if you remember how, liquidity pools function, usually you need
a pair
of tokens, right?
Yeah.
So here they are.
All right. So we're at the ethos.eth website, and here it is. Right, you are farming Yari, and with a pair of DETH per ETH, and looks like 3,700%
right now. So when we first saw this yesterday, it was like some astronomical percentage, because literally we found this like a few hours after its deployment, and it was like, I don't know, 11,000% or something crazy.
Yeah,
because there's a set amount, a daily rate. 900 Yaris are being minted every day.
Yeah, right here.
And distributed as rewards to people who are providing liquidity, right?
Right.
So as more and more people enter this pool, of course, Yari has to be distributed amongst more actors. Therefore, that APR is going to go down over time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, this right now, from what we've seen, I think 30% of the tokens are going to be allocated
to this farming.
Yeah, the 30% of the total Yari will be allocated to this like farming event.
Basically, like 12,000 tokens, because the cap supply for Yari is 42,000.
Correct. So that gives you an idea. We got about 12-ish days where this is going to be an activity to get, the first governance tokens that will be on BRC20 for this proposed bridging solution, right? So that's another one of the leap of faith, like
yeah, for sure,
the bridging solution aspect.
And we were looking at this earlier today. It was around 599 ETH to DETH. So it went up 8 ETH.
Yeah, it's going up.
A few minutes.
Yep. So people are willing to participate in this because this is unique. If anything, credit goes to this team because they're always figuring out something new, right?
Yeah.
As soon as I discovered them, like with Oshi, something new. No longer were BRC20s just memes. Right, we were starting to see the first semblance of DeFi and utility in this market, and that got me excited.
Yeah, this is huge.
Yeah, now we're starting to see farming.
Yeah,
BRC20 tokens being distributed based on like actual activity, like something that's supporting something else. Of it's called value creation, right?
Yeah, there you go.
That's the stuff that Bitcoin needs. They need these types of developers in order to avoid the black hole depths of only store of value.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, which reduces store value, reduces the velocity of Bitcoin. Therefore, incentive mechanism goes down to mine Bitcoin if there's no Bitcoin to move.
Right. So somebody, that's the kind of the big breakthrough of ordinals and BRC20s in the first place, right? That's what everybody's kind of so excited about is like now, Bitcoin can get out of that maxi mentality and like start to actually create value, as a result of the security of that L1, right? And obviously, tons of infrastructure has to be made first, but it's possible now when it wasn't. Or at least people theorized it wasn't,
Yeah, but we're using Ethereum smart contracts. What is up with that?
Yeah, what is up with that?
Yeah, so it looks like the team here is using Ethereum as a second layer to Bitcoin.
That's what it seems like, right?
Yeah.
Because again, like, who knows? For many reasons, probably because these are the most tried and tested
smart contracts
on the planet right now. I mean,
they're like commodity smart contracts. Basically, they're
correct,
available for anybody to use.
Yeah, but if you go into the Discord, there is a message here. Somebody laid out like the nice outline of the plan, and the devs agreed with it. Basically, all this activities is going to happen on Ethereum. These are your Yaris that you're earning are ERC20 tokens, right?
Yes, correct.
But if you go into the Unisat, you could see
there we go.
Actually, the Yari token has already been minted. There it is. There's the supply.
42,000. It's 420.69.
What do you think about that, Will? Give me your honest gut instinct when you saw that number.
It's very degen-like.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
It can be
both.
Both, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is a meme supply, right?
Yeah, but see, I understand like your initial like apprehension. It's like, man,
but it's also low, right? It's a low supply.
Yeah, but this is like if Elon Musk was building this, he would have done the same thing. So
Probably.
think about it in
He
that
would.
scope.
He
Elon
would
totally
absolutely do that. But here's how many holders? Just one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And-
Typically, when you see a mint, right, people are minting directly.
Yeah.
And then you see like thousands of people now hold this token, right?
Correct.
So this is one of the few instances where some team or organization is already like pre-minted everything, and they have basically another mechanism of distribution in mind,
Mhm.
not like a direct inscription mint. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. And
So,
so,
yeah,
here's that one address.
Mhm.
We're going to check this one out, and it's going to take us to their wallet.
What do you know?
Yari. LFG.
But the big one to notice here is Oshi.
Oshi.
There's 500 Oshis here. I wonder why.
Yeah.
I wonder who would have like 500 Oshis just sitting around. Oh, maybe the
How much
creator
is-
of Oshi. Yeah.
How much is each Oshi? Do you remember?
It's roughly on 500 each. So we're talking
Oh.
like $250,000 just chilling.
Just hanging out? Okay.
Just chilling, you know. Oh,
Right.
and what else? We got DETH
DETH.
here. Yeah, so there's a lot of evidence to suggest, you know, that the Yari that was already minted like roughly 10 days ago
Yeah.
is 100, like this address indicates probably it's either Merlin or Grug.
Yeah.
Not to like expose your holdings or anything, dude, but I mean, this is the beauty of the blockchain. You can kind of find these things on your own, right? Everything's
Yeah.
public.
Yeah.
So, but take that with a grain of salt. We don't know for sure, but I'm pretty confident. that,
Yeah.
You know, this is 100% already pre-minted, and there's going to be some sort of claim process from moving your ERC20 Yaris to the BRC20 system.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's taken a little while to bring up the DETH.
Yeah, Unisat has its
Yeah.
moments, dude.
Let me see if I can refresh.
Keep in mind.
DETH, there it is.
There we
Okay.
go, dude.
So it has moved, right? So inscription mint, and then the send, it was sent to this address. So this is the address that's holding all the DETH.
So this is what's kind of weird to me. It's like I'm not really sure why they put a cap on DETH or
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I guess from the BRC20 standpoint, you have to cap it, right? There's not an infinite mint, in other words.
yeah, because it's not a smart contract.
Yeah.
So I guess this is the number of like that they have in mind. I mean, that's a lot. If you have the ETH equivalent to that, like 120 million ETH, is that like the max supply of ETH?
Maybe
Might be.
that is.
Let's just take a quick look. Let's
Yeah.
get verification of that. If that's the max supply of ETH, this makes way much more sense.
Yeah.
TJ, you should know this.
Yeah. This is in your book, dude.
Oh, it is.
It is.
Okay,
120 million.
makes sense. So all they've done is minted as many DETHs that can exist.
Correct.
Smart lads. Surprised it took me that long to realize that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is it. This is the BRC20 equivalent of what it is people are wrapping with that very scary looking device called a smart contract.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all there, dude.
Yeah. And if you look here, there are people who are moving Yari on Uniswap. And so remember, Yari, you are mining Yari on Ethereum.
Correct.
And then eventually I guess the thesis is, or the theory is that you'll be able to burn Yari to BRC20.
Correct. They'll probably you claim it or airdrop it. I don't know, but they already have it all ready to go.
Yeah.
Now they just need to go through these like different earning processes on Ethereum. But the big leap of faith is, I mean, this is going to be a governance token. The governance is going to occur on Bitcoin,
Mhm.
or else why else would you need a BRC20 token as like your unit of measurement of who gets to govern and who does not?
Yeah.
Right. So that's a big deal,
Man, we're going deep on this investigation.
dude. Governance on Bitcoin, man. When does that happen?
Yeah, you're right.
It doesn't happen.
It hasn't happened.
Not
It's
really.
It's happening,
It's
I
happening,
guess.
dude. So you want to be one of the first DAOs on Bitcoin.
Yari's.
Yari
Why
might be the
Yari?
way.
Do you know?
I have no idea. Yari. Oshi, Yari. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, Oshi and
They
Yari.
sound like really good like sushi options.
Yeah.
You like
Uh-oh.
nigiri?
Is this the first sushi coin?
Food coins?
Yeah.
It probably is, dude. It's
Anyone
happening.
know what a Oshi is or Yari? Let us know in the comment section below for sure.
I mean, there's definitely a big Japanese influence on these names, right?
Yeah, that's
Sounds
what I'm
like it.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like TJ's kind of looking it up right now.
Yeah, so let's see.
According to Google, Yari is a term for a traditionally made Japanese blade into the form of a spear.
There we go.
That's badass, dude. Not food coin.
It's blades.
Weapon coins. Different weapons, dude. It's gonna be weapon coin madness or something like that.
Yeah.
Next one's gonna be Shuriken Star or something like that. I don't fucking know, dude. But that's pretty cool, man. So yeah, like we said at the beginning of this, we're as deep in the weeds as it gets.
Yeah.
BRC20, man. So yeah, there's been a big market correction last couple of days.
Oh, for BRC20s, yep.
Yeah, as soon as everything got listed on centralized exchanges, is like the dumping, of course.
Time to take profits.
Yeah, buy rumors, sell news, typical shit.
Yeah.
But now I guess the market has to realign, refocus. Okay, now what do we want to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
We gotta expand, find L2s, figure out ways to bring in more liquidity, all these things, right? So these.
Yeah, so this is definitely not investment advice, but the reason why we're talking about this is because we suspect there's going to be some sort of DeFi liquidity mania on Bitcoin, and we're trying to figure out how this is going to exist. One way is through stacks. Another way is brute forcing it on Ethereum.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's a good like ground point, right?
Yeah.
Why not?
And we're trying to see like what's going to be the stickiest. Is it going to be brute forcing? Is it going to be on stacks, which is a leading competitor here to like sustaining something
for
like
now.
this?
Yeah, for now. Yeah, like I said, like you said in our other videos, stacks is fortunate positioning, right place, right time.
Yeah.
They've been building a lot of this like
For a
infrastructure
long time.
for a while.
Yeah.
In preparation of if something like this were to ever happens, like all of a sudden the market wants to utilize Bitcoin's block space, you know, to create new value systems. It's like, we're here for you, baby.
Yeah.
But now we have like organic actors in like the BRC20 community themselves looking to create their own primitives and probably a much more decentralized version of what stacks can be, you know, and much more community run and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which falls in line with the ethos of DeFi, really. You know?
Yeah. I'm liking it. I mean, this is very
fascinating,
interesting.
man.
This is very entertaining.
Yeah. I am thoroughly entertained. I couldn't be more entertained right now, dude. So hopefully you guys are entertained too. Yeah, that's what we do. We provide entertainment value.
Entertainment advice only.
All day, every day.
All right. Yeah. Shout out to Merlin and Grug.
Yeah. Yep. And
those guys are busting ass over there.
They sure are. And yeah, any other devs, man, that we're not aware of in the BRC20 community who's, making, I mean, we got our eyes on the trustless computer ecosystem.
Yeah.
And like the smart BRC20s and stuff. So maybe next week we'll get deeper into all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there's some innovation happening there too.
All right, guys. If you find anything else that we should look at, make sure you put something in the comments. We've been reading every single comment and commenting on everything you guys have been saying. So appreciate it. Yep. And make sure you follow us on Twitter at The Block Runner, at MetaZone.io, and at RoviAI, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Peace.